Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Average Woman Podcast. I am that lady, Miss Nicole, coming at you today with another topic that is near and dear to my spirit. So today we are talking about what it means to be a woman. What is a woman? I'm answering that question for you today. What is a woman? The average woman is going to tell you what it means to be a woman today on this YouTube, Spotify podcast show. Okay, just letting you know what's up, and shout out to my Facebook page. I love all y'all. Thank y'all so much for dealing with me, listening to my videos, comment, sharing, subscribing. I'm hoping that I'm able to make a difference and provide some education and just some common sense to your life. All right, so NicoleArcher.com is my website. Miss Nicole Archer 1 at Gmail if you want to talk, if you got something on your mind you want to share with me, you want me to counsel you, work through. I got a whole bunch of books, coloring books, self-help books, all kind of books on Amazon, and that is Nicole Archer Books on Amazon. You go to the Amazon app, just type in Nicole Archer, there I will be. And I got a store, Gemstone Zeeks and Judacia Treasures. I make custom Zeeks with gemstones and all a bunch of different little things. I like jewelry. It ain't it's just a nice little pieces and things, different things I like to do when I spend time waiting for my husband to get his chemo. I decorate earrings and make a few things, and I sell them on my store. So if you're interested, feel free. I got a Facebook page, Gemstone Zeeks and Judacia Treasures. Follow me on my social media, Nicole Archer 1 on TikTok, Empowering Your Femininity with Nicole Archer on YouTube, and of course Average Woman channel on Facebook, and Average Woman Podcast on Spotify, iTunes Store, yada yada. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. So today's conversation sparked up. It's actually been a work in progress, and it's been coming along because I have noticed that for some reason people are not able to answer the question what a woman is, and I just find that to be hard to believe, because in the beginning there was only male and female. So if we can't understand that there's only two genders, that's where the problem begins. Because despite what society says, when Noah loaded up those animals on the ark, he only loaded up two. He loaded up a male and a female. When we have gender parties, it's only pink and blue. We don't have orange, purple, yellow, and green. It's only pink and blue gender parties. So that lets you know that there is two things. There is either a male or a female going to be born from that woman's womb. Okay? So let's go. So when a woman is born, she's not considered a woman. She's considered a female child. Okay? She's a baby. All right? And how do you know she's a baby? Because she has a vagina. And a vagina does not look like a penis. A vagina looks like a hot dog butt. Okay? It's a hot dog butt turned on its side. That's a vagina. Her ovaries are inside her body. Her sexual organs are inside her body. She has breasts, and those breasts get bigger as she begins to reach her maturity level. She begins to develop. She gets curves. She gets hips. She gets hair on her pubic area. She gets hair under her arms. She doesn't grow facial hair when she reaches puberty, because women don't do that. She will reach, when she gets 13, around 13, 14, sometime as early as 12, she will develop a menstrual cycle. All women develop a menstrual cycle, and they will bleed from the time they are born until they reach menopause, which is around late 50s or something to that area. Okay, so that's the basic standards of a female born child being born in this world. Okay, so that's the beginning. So once she begins to have her cycle, and she is 13 years old, she is considered a young lady. Okay, she's a young lady. She can no longer be considered a girl, because she has her cycle. She can actually have children at that point. So at that point, we would consider her a young lady. A female is considered a young lady until she reaches the age of usually 18. Okay, she's a young lady until she reaches the age of 18. And you guys like to call them tweens or whatever, but she's considered a young lady. She's a little young lady in training. While she is in this training, she needs to be learning about who she is. She needs to learn how to deal with her menstrual cycle. She needs to understand that getting her hair done and different things about her is just part of being a woman. She needs to learn how to cook. She needs to learn how to fold clothes, wash clothes. She needs to be domesticated, because her responsibility eventually, when she begins to have children, she will have to care for these children. And in order for you to be able to care for children effectively, you need to have the basic skills. You need to learn how to cook, clean, wash, and at least do basic first aid to assist your child. Okay? And that's something that a young lady needs to be taught by a woman or her mother in preference. Okay? So a young lady, she doesn't have it all together. She may be trying to figure out where she's going, and that's what mother is for. Mother is to guide the daughter to become a woman. Mother teaches the daughter good things so that the daughter will be better than the mother and not fall into the same mistakes and traps that the mother fell into. The daughter is supposed to not fall and get captured by the same hurdles that we did. If you are a single mother as a woman, then your daughter should not be a single mother, because you should do everything in your power to raise her with all the things that you didn't have, to make sure that she doesn't go that route. Okay, so we really have to start looking at it like that. So we're gonna stay on topic. So now we already discussed what a young lady is. All right, a young lady, she's in grade school. She's coming of age. She should not be thinking about sex at this point. Sex should not be coming out of her mouth. She should be covered up. She should be dressed modest. And as I stated, she should be kept very close eye on in these times when she is fresh, menstruating, and of breeding age. Because that fire, depending on the type of mother that you have, the heat in the daughter's vagina could be excessively hot, aka she will be hot in the ass. The way to avoid your daughter being hot in the ass is while she is a young lady, preferably the ages of from birth till at least 18. She needs to be covered up, wearing modest clothes. She don't need to have her ass out. She need to be respected and do age appropriate things that children her age do. She should not be the babysitter. She should not be abused. She should not be put in all type of situations where she got to make decisions that she shouldn't have to, because all of those things are going to break her spirit, because she is not a warrior dog. Okay, she cannot bear the burdens of her mother's mistakes. All right, this is something that we women have to stop putting on these young ladies. When you put pressure on young ladies that have not fully developed into a woman, you break their spirit and you stop their growth. Touched. When a woman goes into her sexuality in early stages, and she begins your estrogen leaves your body, because you're being overwhelmed by that man's testosterone, which stops you from growing. So that's why you have small breasts. That's why you are small waisted and small, and it's hard for y'all to carry and birth kids, because you start having sex too soon. Don't do that. You should not be interested in boys. You should not even be entertaining boys until you turn 18 years old. What can a boy do for you at that point? Nothing. You need to be focused on getting your education and doing what you need to do to make it to 18 years old. Okay? Now, when you get 18, nobody's saying that you're grown. But now we can no longer call you a young lady. Now we're going to call you, from the age of 18 forward, we're going to call you a young woman. From 18 to 25, we're going to call you a young woman. Okay? So from the ages of 18 to 25, she is considered a young woman, because now she is able to make decisions for herself. If you have instilled good values in her, she's going to make the right decision. She's going to go off to school. She's going to find a guy that really likes her. She's going to really like him back. And they're going to build a bond and hopefully have children and get married in the future. Unfortunately, that does not happen in our community. So from the age of 18, really from the age of 14, because you've taught her, when you've taught her the wrong thing from birth till 13, 14 years old, the concrete in your child gets hard at 13. They become self-aware at 13. When they're at 13 years old, they understand who they are. Okay? And by then, the parenting is kind of like, if you didn't do a good job to lay down the foundations, you about to be in a world of trouble. Okay? If you didn't lay down a good foundation by the age of 13, you're going to be in trouble for the rest of these years. All right. But if you did your job, your daughter is in order. She's not fast. She's not running through boys. She's not boy crazy, hot and ass. She ain't trying to stay out all night. She might have her a little piece of job. You know, she's just not boy crazy. And that's what you don't want. And the way to avoid that is to keep your daughter in a modest, unsexualized mindset. The music, the videos, the society, I don't care what they got going on. As if you want your daughter to end up becoming a woman, you need to control the things that she is exposed to and the things that she has access to. Yes, it's your responsibility as a woman to make sure that your daughter does not become a teenage mother and does not become a stripper. If you can't do those two things for your daughter, you failed. If you can't make sure that she didn't become a teen mother and not become a stripper, if you can't do those two things, you failed. Let alone her going to jail. Because there's no reason that a woman can sit by and watch a young lady throw her life away and not say anything. And you are the mother. As a woman, we are responsible to make these young girls into women by telling them the truth. I tell her the truth. You fucked up your life. You made bad decisions. You tricked and played and this and that, and whatever you did, you ended up in this situation that you in. But you remind her that she don't have to go that route. You make sure she learned from your mistakes, and you help her, because that's the only way you're going to get your young lady into a woman. Between the ages of 18 and 25, as a mother, your goal is to get her, when she turns 25, she's ready to become a woman. Ready to settle down, ready to find a husband, ready to be a mother and raise children, not falling back on you and you trying to little girl her and telling her she ain't no woman because she pregnant. She gonna have to be a woman once she get pregnant. And sometimes that's not comfortable for the mother, because the mother isn't a woman. She's a young woman, a young lady in the mindset. And that's where the problems come in. A lot of us don't want to accept our responsibilities. Okay? But as a woman, you have responsibilities. A woman has responsibilities. She has a path that she has to walk in order for her to even be eligible to be a helpmate to a man. If you don't know who you are and what you're supposed to be doing as a woman, how can you get a man and be some assistance to him? It's impossible. You cannot assist a man if you don't understand who you are as a woman and what you're supposed to be doing. And a man cannot be a woman. I don't give a damn how bad they want to be, how hard they try, all the makeup and clear and whatever you want to put on, CoverGirl, Maybelline. Ain't no man gonna be no woman. And you women should understand that, and understand that that's power. They don't have a uterus. They don't have a vagina. They can't bring forth earth. They can't bring forth life from their womb. So why are we competing against them? Why are we worried about what these men doing when we can walk in our own powerful, feminine, submissive, wonderful lives and be who we are designed to be? We're designed to help our men. We are designed to receive goodness up in us. We're not designed to put it all out there for everybody. We designed to receive one piece of goodness in us at a time. Okay? But unfortunately, we get sidetracked because we think that if the boys do it, we can do it too. And when you try to do what the boys do, you the one who end up being played. Because women are not built to be ran through by multiple men. We are emotional creatures. Sex, when a man is putting his penis into your vagina deep and doing all kind of stroking and moving and stuff, like, depending on how because that is so enjoyable to you, you're supposed to surrender yourself to that. You're supposed to surrender yourself to that man that you allow to make you feel that way. You're supposed to surrender yourself. You're not supposed to just walk away like that's nothing. And especially if he give you a child, he done gave you some of the greatest pleasures you will have of your life. So therefore you are supposed to surrender, not keep fighting and looking for somebody else and thinking that it's supposed to be something. Y'all are confused. Ain't nobody said that life is supposed to be happy and rainbows and shit all the time. It's not. We can't eat out every night. And as a woman, you have such a big responsibility that you don't even realize it. You are the teacher of the children. You are the caregiver you're the carrier of the home. You're the nurse to the family. You're the one who's supposed to manage the books and make sure that to help your wherever your husband is weak, or the man in your life is weak, that's where you are supposed to be strong and stand up. You are supposed to be tall and strong and support however he needs you to do. Whatever he needs you to do and whenever he needs you to do. If he ain't got no license, you supposed to be there, Johnny on the spot, ready to drive. If he ain't got no gas money, you supposed to be there to support him. Women are helpmeets to men. The biggest reason why they bring all this drama into our lives as far as relationships between us and our men is because they know as long as we out here spinning and doing the most, trying to lead and not follow, we ruining everything. In a society where the men lead, the societies are successful. Nobody's saying that because you gotta help a man and be in order that he's oppressed and that something is wrong about that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you saying, okay, I'm not equipped to do this. I'm not equipped to do this. I'm not equipped to be out here trying to lead and tell somebody else what to do. A lot of our men go wrong because they follow us. And we don't know what the hell we doing half the time. And the Bible clearly says that men are our leaders. They're our heads. We're supposed to follow them, no matter what you may think or how you may feel about it, because that doesn't matter. This is time-honored traditions that has gotten us from Africa to America, and that has kept people together up until the 60s. And the only reason why it has changed is because we've changed. We've decided that since we got bank accounts and we've got money, that we don't have to respect and honor and listen to our men. But that's what a woman does. A woman knows that she is incomplete without a strong man by supporting her. She knows that her whole life from birth is to become a mama and to love some kids and raise them with a man. That's what a woman does. That's what your heart's desire is supposed to be. Your desires are supposed to be to your husband, to want to serve and be with him and love him and see what you can make with him. That's what you're supposed to want to do. Not go out here and try to find a career, chasing shit, being the hottest whatever you think you is, all this. That's not what women do. That's not what women ever done. Yeah, you should have a job. Y'all always holler about men are providers. Well, women are too. Women are providers. We have skills. We work. And we don't mind spending and helping out in our house. Women work. We don't never take our men for granted. Don't no woman work her man in the ground. Don't no woman work her man in the ground. Because the first thing I'm going to do is protect my man. My man out here working hard for me. And you mean to tell me that the least I can do is have him something to eat? You mean to tell me I can't pick up a few hours here and there to help bring some extra money home so we can live good? He can't do everything. It's not his responsibility to do every fucking thing for the house. You supposed to pull the weight too. And if you got kids and he don't, and he loving you with kids, you should pull your weight. However much you weigh, however much your kids weigh, that's how much money you should be putting in the house every month to pull your weight to help him. Because it's a privilege in the last days for a woman to have a man. For a man, it says, the Bible say that 7 women is going to take hold of 1 man. 7 women. 7. And some of y'all going to be assed out. Y'all sit up here act like, that you don't see what's going on around you. Women know that the time is near. I seen some stuff break loose in this Hurricane Helen just hit, and people are unprepared. People are unprepared. They don't have no gas. They ain't got no food in their house. They ain't ready for this. They ain't ready for that. They don't know what to do with this. They don't know what to do with that, because ain't no women. That's our job. If your man is out working 7 days a week, okay, if he working 6 days a week, that's his responsibility. His job, he has a manual, labor-ridden job that he has shit to do. Your job might not be that strenuous. The least you could do is make sure he got something to eat when he come home. That's what a woman do. A woman takes care of her house and those that dwell in it. And that is her life. Proverbs 31, woman. Titus 2 and 3, woman. 3 through 5. Titus 2, 3 through 5, woman. That is who you are supposed to be. Those are the women that you are supposed to be imitating. Her Faithful Journey is a 2-part series book about, I found every woman in the Bible that I could find. Because how do you overcome hard times? By applying wisdom. The only way that you're going to understand what wisdom is and apply your wisdom is to know where your wisdom comes from. Your wisdom comes from the Bible. It's women that done went through the same shit you done went through. You done had your son murdered. There's women in the Bible who done had their sons murdered. You done been abused and passed around. It's women like that done been abused and passed around and mistreated. It's in the Bible. But we don't read those. That's why I took it all out and put it in a spot for you. Her Faithful Journey on Amazon. The books is like 600 pages between the two of them. So you know it's plenty of information in there for you. Okay? Those books are amazing. And what it's going to do is not only it's going to fill you up with knowledge, because you remember if your foremother could have patience. Okay, if they could have patience, and some of our foremothers, they didn't have patience. Some of our foremothers tried to do what they wanted to do, jump the gun and take God's hand off and do what they want to do. And that's another thing that we do. We don't want to listen to what we supposed to do. We don't want to take it and wait and be patient. We want to force God's hands to do things, and when we do that, we lose. Women listen. Women honor their husbands. Women feel like it's a privilege to be able to get a man to fuck with them the long way, because a man don't owe you shit. A man don't owe you nothing. A man chooses the woman that he wants, and he has the right to do that because God gave him that right. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Either you got to be the kind of girl he like if you want him to fuck with you. See, that's what it means to be a woman. See, these feisty men, they feel like they go out there, they pick whoever they want. You gonna be my boyfriend. You can't tell no man he gonna be your boyfriend. You can't tell no man nothing. You can't tell a man nothing. You can ask, you can request, you can beg and plead, but you can't make a man do nothing. He has to be willing to give that to you. And that's how you know you is a woman. Because you don't control shit. You can't even stop your period from coming on once a month. As long as you healthy. That thing gonna come on every month. Like clockwork. You're not in control. And women know that they're not in control. And women cool with not being in control. They cool with just getting in where they fit in and doing their part. That's what women do. So let's go back. Okay, so we already had covered what the young woman was. Okay, the young woman, we said a young woman is ages 18 to 25. Okay, she's still figuring it out. Well, she's figuring it out, but she's growing and she's being nurtured. She's improving her cooking skills. She's done going off to school. You know, she might maybe starting to look at boys, but she's still carrying herself in a great manner. She's still handling herself with respect and keeping herself modest and not giving her soul away. Okay, she's not selling herself on social media. She's not having sex on OnlyFans. She's got 2 feet on the ground, head level, and got a goal. I'm going to work to get this goal. And once I finish school, while I'm in school, hopefully a man will find me and I'm ready to have a baby and settle down. I want to be able to give this nice, fresh vagina to my husband on our wedding night. Women don't even think like that. You're supposed to give yourself to your husband on y'all wedding night. Not this pretty dresses and all this other stuff. That's cool. But you supposed to be the prize. And you got to remember that y'all got these high body counts. Your time, a woman's time is the most valuable thing that she has to offer you, because with your time you build. With your time you create and nurture. That's the greatest thing that you've ever going to give anybody. You can, and you should not take that for granted, because you don't get that back. And it is something. You can't go wind the clock back and come back, from being 40. You got to keep, you're going to have to keep going. And those guys that was interested in you back then, they not there no more. So understand that, we age and we stop having children at a certain time. And men have a wandering eye. They have desires that they need. So your thing is, in your youth, you get you a man that love you and want to hold on to him, and you be good to him. So when you are starting to get old and break down, that he love you just the same and want to be there for you and do everything he need to do for you until the day God take y'all from each other. You give him babies, but you don't give him babies too fast. You be mindful about that. Y'all, you women, you jump the gun, you start baby, having all these kids, and you not ready for that. You not ready to be having all these kids, and their life don't change. You're the mother. You're the one who's supposed to deal with these kids. They're yours forever. His life not going to change, because he's still supposed to work and provide. You're supposed to nurture and take care of the kids. That's your job. That's been your job since Eve. The women go to work. Now we have to, because of the society. We don't own anything. We got to work to keep up our stuff. But we usually be home with the children. Okay, and that's how it's always been. But I'm adamant to let you know that there are only two genders, and either you a man or a woman. If you take your clothes off, you got two breasts, and you got no balls, no bat and ball hanging down, you a woman all day. If you get a period every month, you a woman all day. But you got to walk in that. There's criterias to being a woman. You can't just call yourself a woman. You got work to do, woman, to be called that. Because other than that, you just a young lady still trying to figure out her purpose and her goals in life. And you got work to do.